And you have to understand, brothers and sisters, that, being content with what you have and enjoy what you have, that's a discipline in itself. Like, you'd have to be self-disciplined, and you need the Mashiach for that, man, because it's a daily struggle. Because in a world like this, we're not taught how to be content. We're not taught, it's not common to be content with what you have. People are so used to having what they have and looking outside of that, and come to a point in life where they end up losing what they have. Not only that, not even getting what they went after outside of what they have, and end up in a misery that they wish they would have been appreciative and content with where they was at in life. And you have to understand, when you talk about the world, and the scriptures bring up being born into sins, you have to understand one of the most wicked indoctrinations of all time is trusting yourself. Now, you talk about people use this term and they walking around in somebody else's strength. They're, the blood that's going through their veins is not their blood. They're breathing somebody's air. What you call it, Elohim? The necessities as far as your functions, those are not yours. So when you hear indoctrinations and you understand the script, you see how foolish the indoctrination of the world is, man, because nothing really, when you really look at life and the existence of it, nothing belongs to us. For real. Like, let's keep it 100, man. It don't. So, I know it's hard down here because, you're peer pressure at a young age to join the crowd. To join not only the crowd, but join in emotions and join in mentalities and opinions. And if you don't join in this, then you basically are going to be left alone. And a lot of people are afraid of that, man. So now that I think about it, a lot of people were forced into things over the generation of this mankind. They've been forced into loving money, forced into, doing things for other people's approval. And that was Satan's trap. Because if you do things for people's approval, then who is the Most High and the Savior to you? They're gonna eventually be nobody. Their approval means nothing. And it amazes me now that I talk about that, how the Mashiach brung up a lot of that in the brochures when he said, why do you seek he said, you guys seek respect one from another, but you don't seek the respect that only comes from Yahuwah only. So it's, when I look at the world and I see things, man, and it's like, dude, that is real. That's what people are doing. They're seeking approval amongst themselves. They're seeking validation amongst themselves. They're trying to justify themselves amongst themselves. And you're just seeing a lot of people making things worse. That's what they're doing. They're trying to create their own way of doing things, not caring about doing it the right way so it won't affect people the wrong way. So they just do their own thing, and as long as they're getting approved by the people they want to be approved by, they don't care what happens to anybody else outside of that. And it has caused great damage to people because of these type of people thinking that way and having that type of attitude. So, yeah, man, I ain't trying to sound all weird with it and all old school with it, so to speak. But, man, like, loving that money is dangerous, man. It really is. And if you're a person that needs people to approve of who you are as an existent human being, that's an issue, man. That's a real bad issue right there, man. Because your whole life is based off what other people think and feel. These same people that did not birth you into this world. These same people that didn't put you in the womb of your mother. They didn't put you in the loins of your father. Do you understand that? They wasn't the ones that knitted you together in the womb of your mother. These are the same people that didn't know you before you came to the earth. These are the people you seeking for validation every day. These are the people you worried about how they feel and think about you. These people. Now, I'm not trying to put out no hate. That's not my thing. And I know a lot of people, You know what I'm saying? Because they of this world, and like I said, their justification of who they are comes from people that's of this world. So I sound like a mean weirdo to these people, but that's not what it is. My thing is that the reality of the truth is that these people's respect and the way they think about you, how they feel about you is really truly irrelevant when you understand the spread. It's irrelevant. It's really not important at all. And we're all born into sins of thinking that is important. That's why a lot of us have been led astray. When you hear about what Yahushua say when he talks about woe to them that offend the children that believe in me. Because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, believe it or not, a lot of people that was born into this world that grew up under families where the Savior was not shamefully spoken of, a lot of children that heard that believed in him. But then when they got around certain people and got a certain acceptance from these people, then they was put between, you know, hard choices like, man, do I go with these people or do I believe in the Savior? And a lot of people believed in the people. You know what I mean? So when you talk about for the love of money is the root of all evil, which some have coveted after and err from the faith and pierce themselves through with many sorrows, these are the very people that really love the money, because people accept and validate and exalt a person and praise a person and so-called love a person that got the money. So people can see that validation. They can feel that to a certain extent, but they don't understand that all of it is fake. You know what I'm saying? But when you really get that respect from the Most High and you get that, you know what I'm saying, acceptance from them, it's different, because this doesn't involve the people of the world. This is a personal relationship. And what Elohim will show you most of the time is that he respects you through the script, because you wrap your prayer life around it, your practices of righteousness is around it, and Elohim is going to share his joy with you concerning your journey through this life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm not saying it's easy. It's not. You know what I'm saying? All of us was born into sins, especially under our families, man. And we loved our families with a very tender-hearted way. And a lot of us sought hard validation from them. And a lot of these people took negative advantages of us because they wanted attention. They wanted validation. So when they was looking at a person seeking respect from them, that was a spiritual turn on to get attention. So yeah, we got to be careful, man, because like I said, it's sad, but a lot of people in this world is not encouraging anybody to have a relationship with Father, man. It's all about the money now. It's all about the money, dude. And it's crazy, dude, because people don't even see that when it's all about the money, I can understand why it seems like it's dried up and you can't make it out here, man, because you're following people concerning the money and they turning you to and fro. You like getting tossed all over the place, man. Ain't nothing stable when you are after the money, man, because you're not going to be appreciative of anything at all. You know what I'm saying? Just having a place to stay, just being able to put food on the table, just be able to have some transportation, be able to take care of your family when they need you, man, to be able to take care of your responsibilities as a person. You don't appreciate that stuff. You are here trying to get the latest brand. You are here trying to get the biggest house, the most expensive car. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to impress. You're trying to catch up. You're trying to catch up with the Joneses, keep up with the Joneses, man. And all you doing is self-destructing yourself. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, man. Yeah, I'm on these worldly riches, man. This is part 4 though, but I'm on this. So yeah, man. And when you in a Mashiach, man, you know, it kills a lot of potential envy. It kills a lot of hating on people. Despite how the system is, you don't look at the world through the eyes of man who don't care nothing about the Mashiach nor Father Yahuwah. They don't care nothing about them, man. So your eyesight, your discernment is on a whole nother level, even though you recognize what's going on out here, man. You know what I'm saying? But you're not a participant to where you're a stepping stone to the confusion and the delusion that's going on out here, man. You are a stumbling block. When you in a Mashiach, you a stumbling block to that trash, man. And a lot of people is not going to like you. They not, especially your family. They not, because a lot of them are addicted to being justified by the friends of the world. They are addicted to that. They want that. And when you choose to become a stumbling block to that, then you become a problem to them, and they'll isolate you. They'll throw your name out as evil, man. Cast you out as a person that you shouldn't be dealing with, because you a stumbling block to the things that are destructive to them, and they don't want that. They want that in their lives, and they have people that they linked up with that are on the same thing. So yeah, they don't like that interruption like that, man. But a lot of people, again, have chosen to be stepping stones for the confusion, for the delusion, for the wickedness of this world. They become stepping stones, man, and have done great damage. And like I said, a lot of these people is so caught up with doing that, they're not going to recognize the damage that they've done until they get to the very end of their life, dude. And that's very, very sad. It's terrifying to me. Because I'm not exempt, even though, yeah, I'm in the faith, but I'm not exempt. You know what I'm saying? I don't underestimate the devil. The hypocrite's a trick. Okay? He's the father of lies. That means something to me when I hear that. The father of lies? That let me know this hypocrite is the foundation of what a liar is. He is where lies come from. He is the one that trash comes from, lies, man. He's the master of lying. He's the master of deception. He's the master of trickery. So people want to brush off the devil, but a lot of these people are controlled by the hypocrite through people that are tricked by the hypocrite. So yeah, it's like that. So I ain't trying to talk your head off, but brothers and sisters, stay in the Mashiach, stay in the Gospels. A chapter a day will keep the demons away. I'm living this right now. Later.